black crosses, black crosses, black crosses, crosses, black crosses, the team nauseous.
We have a death battle to watch, chat. We got some troll shit. We got Wile, Coyote versus Tom the Cat. Now look, I'm gonna keep it a $1.50 with you. This fight's a stalemate, okay? This fight's obviously a stalemate because they both have 2 force. Both these characters cannot die. Coyote over here getting anvils dropped on him and shit, falling down 1,000-foot cliffs and shit. You know what I mean? And still living. Then you got Tom over here getting like whacked in the toes in the head with hammers and shit. Like getting shot, getting whooped, you know what I mean? And still surviving. But assuming that 2 force ain't really the deciding factor, I'm probably gonna go with Tom only because like if they allow that, you know, that power with the ring and shit, you know, that magic ring, probably that's OP. He gonna get that. But we'll see, bro. We'll watch this. There's gonna be some troll shit. Good little laughs.
Wile Coyote, the fastest and furriestest of the Looney Tunes.
Tomcat, the powerhouse pussycat from Tom and Jerry.
The fans voted for it and we're here to deliver.
He's Wiz and I'm
Powerhouse
Boomstick.
pussycat.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. In tales told over a shimmering campfire by the tribes people of North America.
By the way, a little side note. This is for the ones on YouTube who are watching this. There's a little thing I had where I was kind of talking about, because last death battle we watched, it was Simon versus White Lantern and shit. And I seen a lot of comments and they were talking about how like, why would you skip, you know, Gurren Lagann's part? Someone said I'm gonna dislike the video because you skipped Gurren Lagann's part. I'm like, bro, the reason why I skipped this part, I was trying to get spoiled with the story and everything. I'm still currently watching Gurren Lagann. I wasn't trying to get spoiled the story, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna still get spoiled watching the fight, but I want to know the context behind what I'm seeing, so I mean, I'm cool with that. Like, bro, realistically speaking, bro, it's like, I don't mind watching a death battle where there's some spoilers in the fights, but like, I'm not gonna watch someone's like history and shit if I don't want to get spoiled about the story, because death battle, they're for sure gonna spoil his whole story. And on top of that, I'm not gonna wait 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks to watch one 5-minute fight. So, just a little side note, Rose on YouTube. All right, no, appreciate y'all for watching the video and everything. But future reference, if I skip a part or skip a backstory, it's for a good reason. Okay, it's so I don't get spoiled. Anyways, let's continue.
There was no figure so cunning, so bold as Coyote. To the Miwok, he was a Prometheus who stole fire from the heavens to give to humanity. To the Sewetmuk, he was a foolish trickster who could die and return to life.
And to the brothers Warner, he's just a poor dumb schmuck who can't catch a break.
To this day, the great Coyote
Jesus Christ!
stalks the American South.
It's long ass. I'm not gonna read the second part. What? Okay. Wild Ethelbert Coyote. I didn't know that was his middle name. Carnivorous, vulgaris, roadrunners, digestus, Oedipus, anything is Femicious. Okay, bro. Alright, I get it, bro. Alright,
West, hunting his indefatigable prey, the Roadrunner. And this modern Wile Coyote.
He's 5'8", born in 1937. Old ass nigga. IQ is 207, or so he says. Eternally hangry, most loyal customer and occasional employee of ACME. Inspired by Mark Twain and pre-1949 Chase cartoons. Really?
He is driven by a ruthless entrepreneurial spirit.
Yeah, and it drove him straight off a cliff. He'll chase that bird-shaped happily ever after to his own inevitable undoing. Such is the lot of the common man.
You might not expect it from an anthropomorphic canine Job, but Wile was born the son of world-famous hunter Cage E. Coyote. His father raised him from infancy to hound his avian adversary and forbade him to speak until he tasted victory. On the face, an easy task.
So that's why he can't talk. Wow. This is new lore. He can't talk until he kills himself, or kills himself with, some prey. So that's why he's been hunting down the Roadrunner and shit. Wow. Okay. Never knew that. KG speaks most commonly in his crossovers with bugs, but is largely silent by KG's instructions.
Coyotes are incredibly adaptable predators, capable of hunting in both rural and urban environments.
They're also speedy little demons. They can sprint at up to 43 miles per hour, though that's cold comfort when that blue meeping bastard can make beams of light look stone still, or outrun a car that was moving fast enough to travel through time.
Frankly, it's incredible that Wile manages to consistently keep up with his prey at all, but he does.
No, really, it's actually stated that only a, quote, tiny little extra burst of speed separates the Coyote and the Roadrunner. Heck, Bugs Bunny himself needed to take super speed supplements in order to move fast enough to outrun Wile.
Bugs once manually filled the Grand Canyon with a normal shovel within seconds. A feat over 57,300 times faster than light.
But almost as fast.
This 2-4 shit, man.
Unfortunately, Wile's got an endless assortment of gadgets, gizmos, and reams of blueprints to make up the difference.
He's got your classics like dynamite, anvils, and spring-loaded buckets.
God damn, okay, this thing is loaded. Okay, hold on. Conventional weaponry, explosives, firearms, bow and arrow, cannons, harpoons, slingshot, crossbow, catapults, grappling hook, club, laser gun, katana, batarangs, heat-seeking missiles, chainsaw, flamethrower, net gun, blasting powder, etc. Tools, magic paint, rope, giant magnets, quick drying cement, glue, grease, tar, 108 volt, electromagnetic, magnifying lenses, suction cups, chemistry set, flypaper, computer, laser pen, trampoline, radar, gun, curling supplies, infrared night view, binoculars, okay. God, special equipment. Decoy, dehydrated boulders, disintegrating pistol, integrating pistol, invisibility paint, magnetism gun, mecha coyote, speaking gas, lightning bolts, book of magic, giant spray, molecular transporter, satellite laser, zero gravity spray, monsterizer and demonsterizer, ice and fire rays, weather control kit, clonomatic, time gun, portal tech, shrink ray 1000, lightsaber, instant roadrunner and coyotes, roadblocks, universal remote, time travel remote, portable phony hole, hunger gas, hypnotic clarinets, Pied Piper's flute, straight jacket, bazooka, instant girl, Looney, DNA dissolvers. God damn.
Boxing gloves, along with heavier artillery like heat-seeking missiles, a 10 billion volt
Eat for life,
electromagnet,
man.
and a friggin' trebuchet, a Reddit favorite.
Many of which he invented himself.
Bro, there's more? How much, bro? How much? What is this man's arsenal? Consumables: triple strength, fortified leg muscle vitamins, high speed tonic, earthquake pills, bounciness potion, mutation potions, super speedy pellets, nitro vitamins, etc. Where is he getting all this stuff from? Who is his supplier? Vehicles: rockets, UFO, motorcycle, steamroller, jet propelled pogo stick, and unicycle rocket cars, helicopter, airplane, jetpack, spy car, flying broom, monster truck, magic carpet, etc. Apparel: jet-propelled tennis shoes and roller skates, various disguises, Batman suit, Iron suit, Iron Man suit, cactus costume, hawk suit, bouncy shoes, magician's outfit, etc. Miscellaneous unfoldable Dior. Sorry, I said Dior, I'm stupid. Unfoldable door, fake leg, grand piano, drone, Green Lantern ring, etc.
Himself and uses in
God, bro.
extremely detailed schemes that inevitably
This
go
nigga got
wrong.
everything.
Despite being a self-described super genius, Wile has an officially measured IQ of 3.
That's
Damn!
the same IQ as a cactus.
Okay, the test results were fake, but he's still an idiot.
So why not let a soulless corporation do the hard work for him?
Acme sells any product that you can imagine, and Wile is their most devoted customer, contributing up to 99% of its multi-billion-dollar revenue.
Thanks for the inherited wealth, Pops.
Wait, what?
Don't worry, I'm
Is their most
the hard work for him.
Acme sells any product that you can imagine, and
That's where he gets all his shit from. Wow. So like, wait, where does he get the money to even buy all this stuff though? I see it now. I mean, god damn.
Wile is their most devoted customer, contributing up to 99% of its multi-billion-dollar revenue.
Thanks for the inherited
Good
wealth,
Lord.
Pops. Oh, don't worry, I'm spending it all in one place.
He's got an Acme Book of Magic, Acme Clonomatic, Acme Death Ray, Acme City in a Box, Acme Universal Remote, which can pause, fast forward, and rewind a person through time.
Too bad half the stuff Wile uses is intentionally sabotaged because Acme's board of directors is exclusively Roadrunners.
Oh,
That
ma.
man cannot catch a break.
Oh, ma.
But he sure can take some punishment.
No matter the severity of his failures, Wile is still a tune and can bounce back from just about anything.
He's been sliced, stabbed, squashed, exploded.
Toon Force. Regeneration, shapeshifting, elasticity, immersion, non-physical interaction, fourth wall awareness, exemption from physics, weather manipulation, transmutation, magic, levitation, size alteration, hypnotism, exorcism, teleportation, possession, intangibility, manifestation, time travel, duplication, sealing, erasure, and many more. So on your Twitter just hit 100K home run. What? Shit. Hey man, don't get any ideas. You ain't putting that much on no damn parlays, bro. Don't get no ideas, bro. How much I missed? Am I cooked? You didn't miss too much. I just started Death Battle, so you're like sort of right on time. But yeah, it's fine.
Melted, blasted into a constellation, and overall verbed for the last 87 years straight, without ever actually dying. He once got fully disintegrated into ash and popped back up like it was nothing.
Similar to the immortal Coyote of Secwepemc legend.
He's also shattered the fourth wall tons of times and even left the comic page entirely to catch the Roadrunner. Ah, so close.
Believe it or not, there is actually a biological reason for these abilities. Looney DNA. Every toon's got it, not just the Looney ones. And it's what lets them survive fatal damage up to being fully erased.
Wait, that's the actual thing? Bro, why am I learning so much lore about Looney Tunes universe? What the hell? Nigga, wait, that's why they're able to survive all those things? Because they got Looney DNA? That's survival of total erasure on 2 occasions. Other two is like Furball have regenerated from soul destruction, and Bugs has returned from informational destruction in Space Jam: A New Legacy. Oh my god.
Off the page,
Oh my
essentially
God.
dictating their personal slice of reality to whatever is funny.
Like how gravity only affects the Coyote when he looks down.
Toons are immune to the
What the
laws of physics
fuck?
as we know them.
That's why Wile developed a counter to this
Cartoons are
immortality,
dead-ass OP,
the
bro.
Looney DNA Dissolver, which leaves Toons vulnerable to fatal wounds the same way we are. Yet again, so close. You can't say he hasn't tried everything.
It was Wile's experience as a veteran toon that landed him a job at Acme University as department chair of the School of Hard Knocks, teaching up-and-coming Tiny Toons how to use their abilities.
Okay, so Naruto.
What?
And just like Naruto's jutsu,
What the hell is all
Toon Force
this?
looks like an actual power system, with more experienced toons like Wile who
Yo,
are
Yo, did I just miss like a whole arc of Looney Tunes, bro? I didn't know it was this deep. I didn't know it was this deep. I thought it was just like, like motherfuckers fucking around and then, just like not dying because they got Toon Force. I didn't realize this is a whole like little thing. Wile was over here teaching like Bugs and them how to do the Toon Force stuff. What the fuck?
powerful than their younger counterparts.
And that means Wile should be capable of replicating feats and abilities performed by any other Looney Tune, like traveling between different mediums or altering the plot of the cartoon he's in.
And my favorite was the time Plucky Duck used Marvin the Martian's matter transmogrifier to suck up.
Universal feats are common for even weak tunes. Elmira Duff survived the end of the universe. The Warners caused the Big Bang, and Plucky once pulled a new universe from his pocket and unfurled a 1.9 quintillion times light speed. Oh my god.
The entire universe.
Oh my god.
And then suck up the animator animating his universe.
Oh
And
my
then
god.
suck up the
Oh
animator's
my
universe
god.
for good measure.
Wile's got a cushy 10-year job teaching that
Oh my
stuff.
god.
Impressive for an abject failure
Okay.
in his life mission.
Maybe I'm wrong about who's winning this fight. I mean, I still think it's gonna be a stalemate, but shit. I realized that while Coyote had a bag like these, but he got a bag, bro. He might be from the most OP universe in all cartoon history. Actually, he is from the most OP verse in all cartoon history. Damn, I didn't realize it was like that. He blew up the sun, grew to the size of a planet, turned into a constellation twice, survived an impact the size of North America, withstood smashing a portion of the moon, matched Roadrunners in immeasurable speed, scored on the Monstar and Don Cheadle, hunted Roadrunner, Bugs Bunny, Marvin the Martian, Energizer Bunny, Geico, Gecko. Really? Wow, Geico had a crush on him.
He's helped stop a meteor from destroying Earth, beat the Monstars in basketball, and even, oh snap, caught the Roadrunner! Oh wait, never mind, so damn close!
According to 1977's Tweety and Sylvester issue 67, Wile E. Coyote has attempted to catch the Roadrunner 4,776,000
Bro, what? That's part of the reason why I think he might lose to Tom, because, bro, how you take this many tries to catch a Roadrunner, bro? Like, you would think, like, bro, how is it that you've taken this many tries? You haven't caught them a single time. Runners are fast. I mean, okay, yeah, they're fast, but, like, bro, like, you tell me out of all those 4,776,000 times, couldn't catch him once, bro? Like, everything you, like, all the money you spent on the equipment, bro, everything you did, you still haven't caught up, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I give him props, bro. He got tenacity, bro. This nigga got motivation. I got handed to Wiley, bro. Hey, man.
842 times.
That's
Scaling
insane.
to the present, that's over 10 million failures.
That takes
Never mind. It's more than we thought. It's 10 million failures.
dedication, or maybe
failed
self-destructive
10 million
stubbornness.
times.
Too blinded by bird lust to see the forest for the trees.
But Acme's intentional malfunctions and Coyote's recklessness don't account for all of his catastrophes. There's something else, something grander, otherworldly, standing in the way of our furry friend's salvation.
Wiz, there's no other way to say it. God is just plain out to get this guy.
By God, we mean the closest thing that exists for Coyote and Roadrunner. Chuck Jones.
The guy that created him and helped forge the Looney Tunes into how we know him today.
Originally meant to be a parody of earlier chase cartoons like, well, Tom and Jerry, Jones established several rules for their animated shorts that superseded Coyote's
Let's see here. 1. The Roadrunner cannot harm the Coyote except by going beep beep. No outside force can harm the Coyote, only his own ineptitude or the failure of Acme products. The Coyote could stop anytime if he were not a fanatic. A fanatic is one who redoubles his effort when he has forgotten his aim. No dialogue ever except beep beep. The Roadrunner must stay on the road, otherwise, logically, he would not be called a Roadrunner. All action must be conformed to the natural environment of 2 characters. The Southwest American desert. All materials, tools, weapons, or mechanical conveniences must be obtained from the Acme Corporation. Whenever possible, make gravity the Coyote's greatest enemy. Yo, what the fuck? And the Coyote is always more humiliated than harmed by his failures. What the hell, bro? Oh my god, bro.
reality warping tune abilities.
Rules that cover his obsession, faulty products, and the fact that no outside force, not even the
insane.
Roadrunner, is to blame for his defeat. Just him.
While other creatives
He's
have
as big as
altered this
up.
formula in the decades since Jones's departure, these rules have effectively made the Coyote's defeats cosmically ordained.
God nerfed Wile E. Coyote. In all our years making Death Battle, we have never seen a handicap like that.
But what else can you expect
God,
from
that
our
had to nerf him,
fanatical
bro.
furry fail son? He's the Sultan of Slapstick, the CEO of Second Place, the swing and a miss superstar. As long as he picks himself
Dad can't kill him.
and dusts off the ashes, that'll never be all, folks, for Wile E. Coyote.
You dead cannot kill him, bro.
The year was 1939.
That's how broken that nigga is.
War raged in Europe between the British Tommies and the German Jerrys. As the beleaguered English made their miraculous escape from the German encirclement off the coast of Dunkirk, one might have called the battle a game of cat and mouse.
Oh wow, is that actually where their names come from? I'm looking this up.
Regardless of their names' origin, William
Let's see. Name Thomas G. Oh my god. Thomas D. Jaspercat. Birth year 1940. Breed British Shorthair. Inspired by a certain rubber's pirate. Portrayed by 11 voice actors. There are satellites named after Tom and Jerry. Really? Has a look-alike cousin who is scared of mice. Filled in for Alice in Wonderland, Sherlock Holmes, Wizard of Oz, and more. I did not know that.
Anna and Joseph Barbera's infamous cat and mouse duo became the undisputed kings of slapstick comedy.
The formula is simple, and we all know it. Tomcat chases Jerry Mouse around the house. Brutal, bone-shaking, I felt that in my balls. Violence ensues, and Tom is reprimanded by Mammy Two Shoes.
Across Tom and Jerry's history, Tom has been under various households by owners. As such, these owners can be used to identify the era of the cartoons. Coyote nerfed by cosmic forces. That is true, I ain't gonna lie to you. See, that's the thing though. The difference between Roadrunner and Tom is that Tom has actually caught his biggest op though. But he's never really killed him because he's been like he'd be like there be like the certain episodes where he'd be like befriending like Jerry and shit because like they'd have like a little like truce. So it's kind of like that, you know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, Tom's the only one he could say he actually caught Jerry before. So I don't know.
Let's say very much from the 1940s.
I mean, I don't know,
And if
man.
you're like me, all you wanted to see was Tom wipe that smug smirk off that little rat's face. Despite my well-documented hatred of cats, even I've got to cringe at years of propaganda to convince us to side with the filthy, flea-ridden rodent over man's second best friend. Oh, big yawn.
House cats like Tom are actually some of Earth's most successful predators. They can run up to 30 miles per hour, leap 6 feet high, and despite being commonly perceived as nocturnal, they're actually crepuscular and hunt in the dawn and evening.
Tom specifically is a British shorthair. They're strong, stocky Roman cats bred to withstand harsh conditions. And for Tom, harsh conditions is an understatement.
Tom has collected a crazy assortment of weapons in his war against mousekind.
Bro.
Sure, most of it is the stuff you can find.
Gigi just got an arsenal too. Oh my god. What is this? Conventional weaponry. Boomerang, boxing gloves, household objects, gardening equipment, construction site gear, mining tools, improvisational weaponry, parachutes, ice skates, wrecking ball, monoculars, baseball bat, butterfly net, cat toys, detour sign, fireworks sticks, frying pan, glass cutter, lead pipe, rebar, kitchen appliances, wheel, skates, etc. Wartime supply, rebar. That's what that's rebar. Wartime supply: bombs, tear gas, gas masks, swords, rapiers, pistols, shotguns, machine guns, landmines, dynamite sticks, gasoline barrels, cannons, miniature rockets, sonar radar, a comical amount of other various firearms and explosives. Yo, this nigga Tom got more weapons than a fucking army, dude. Where is he getting all that shit from? Special equipment: anti-dog spray, horseshoe magnet, vanishing cream, invisibility potions, invisibility ink, poisonous potions, rewind remote, magic lies potion, smart cap, ogre tooth, wishbone, spring tonic, extra potent vitamins, genie lamp, laser cannon, magic painting, lightning bug, stat boosting perks and potions, fairy star, magic ring, etc. About some Blazers trade? Blazers got scammed to hell and back. Blazers got finessed hard. You feel me? Anti-dog spray. Tom won. I call it this type of low key, bro.
Around the average American household,
I don't know. I don't know, Dexter.
lead pipes,
And guns? Lots and lots of guns. But he's got wackier things.
See, the thing is though, Tom's biggest weakness, you know, he has like a soft, you know, there's like a soft spot that he has, you know what I mean? He has a soft spot. That's why he's been, you know, he's able to be friends with, you know, Jerry and shit at times. Wile Coyote though, he got a fucking mentality, like he's tenacious as hell, bro. Like that nigga wants to get something done, he gonna try and get it done, even if he fails like 1,000,000 times. Or 10 million times, but he gonna do it, bro. He got more willpower. Wood. Clubs, saws, hammers, mallets, spoons, beams, fishing pole, etc. Magic wand and books of spells. Transmutation, object fusion, levitation, flight, size manipulation, poofing spells, water creation and manipulation, electricity creation and manipulation, flying daggers, snowstorms, magic reflection, trader's curse, etc. Vehicles: cat car, cat jet, robocat, remote control rocket, biplane, car, truck, motor boat, etc. Apparel: night armor, rocket boots, spacesuit, flying jet, jetpack, and any disguise he wants.
It's like a magic wand, a robo hat, vanishing cream, and a smart cap that gives him all the knowledge in the world.
I'm partial to the sword of light and dark, which severs you from your own shadow. Or
I mean, Wile did that shit too.
Which can move your victim backwards through time.
Yeah,
And you can't forget the cat car and cat jet, spelled with K's of course, but just the cat part.
Tom's arsenal is heavily improvisational, which fits his quick thinking in fights over Thanksgiving turkey. Though he often loses his bouts with Jerry,
got time
it's not
control
usually
too.
because he's dumb or incompetent. Rather, he's just genuinely outplayed.
And even in defeat, he's one tough son of a gun. He's been crushed, blown up, had every bone in his body broken, shattered, melted, and vaporized to dust, and survived.
Well, mostly. Tom actually has kicked the bucket multiple times, but little known cat fact, he has 9 lives, as established in the episode Heavenly Puss.
He does have. Oh my god, he does.
Some different kind of research when he stumbled on that episode.
Very funny. Even if Tom starts to use his lives up, he has a potion that just restores them.
Or
What?
he physically go get them back from hell. Where all cats go.
Extremely hardcore fortune.
Yo, that would make no sense, bro. That would make no sense. That would make no sense. What? Let me see. Toon Force. Hammer space, elasticity, physics assumption, shapeshifting, regeneration, cloning, teleportation, fourth wall awareness and manipulation, levitation and flight, elemental manipulation, extreme temperature resistance, whole movement, imagination, actualization. So that means he can imagine anything and he can do it. Wow, that's OP. Non-corporeal interactivity, sentient art, soul scaring, reality warping, 9 lives, dimensional travel, and many more.
But there isn't much of a limit to what Tom can do. He can clone himself, levitate in the air, make his imagination real, and even break the fourth wall and enter the real world.
Yeah, if you only watch the classic cartoons from the 40s, you may be in for a shock. Tom and Jerry gets buck wild, much like the actual inspirations for their names. Thank you, Google.
Oh, you're still on this?
Dodoy Whiz. They were actually named after the 2 characters in Pierce Egan's delightful life in London, Jerry Hawthorne and Corinthian Tom. It was adapted to the stage with the title Tom and Jerry, which later became a catch-all term in 1800s England for young, drunken rabble-rousers.
One could, in fact, say that many rabbles were roused the times Tom destroyed.
Okay, oh my god, his shit's the same. Lifted the sun, obliterated a planet-bursting asteroid, ruined several countries with his vehicles, dodged lightning and lasers, ran past 2 exosystems, launched into space by an explosion, took Jerry's punishment for over 80 years, defeated Jerry, Butch, Droopy, and the Abyss.
Destroyed a planet-busting asteroid, lifted up the sun, and was blown up into a constellation. And he was just fine. Just a bunch of stars now, but he's okay.
He tanked an explosion that launched him through
This has to
time
be a
the
stalemate,
Stone
bro.
Age, and has run through space at
Not-
massively faster than light speed.
Like, realistically speaking, bro, none of these 2 can die, so how the fuck is this gonna work? Tom scales to Screwy, Squirrel, and Droopy. Having defeated the latter in Tom and Jerry the Magic Ring GBA, Droopy was superior to the criminal that ran animation road strip. Screwy, Squirrel was fast enough to be in 2 places and at once in mid-combat.
That shouldn't be a surprise when he and Jerry have been at each other's throats for over 80 years now. But what may surprise you is the fact that at the end of the day, they're actually friends.
And they've worked together tons of times to save the day, like when they helped a little orphan girl, Robin Starling, find her way home. Oh, that's a nice end to their story.
Don't you believe it? Now is when we have to talk about Tom and Jerry Chase.
Huh?
Long ago, the warrior god, Lord of Sichuan, Erlong Shen, battled the tricksy and indomitable Mouse King atop Peach Mountain.
What the fuck?
Leading the goddess Celeste to declare the 2 the strongest warriors in the realm. And they were, in fact, Tom and Jerry. They were even stronger than Devil Tom, who repelled corruption by the darkness. This mysterious, malevolent force threatened to consume the Tree of Life, whose branches encompass all of time and space. Banding together, these warriors use the star element to dispel the darkness and save the universe.
What the fuck?
While it may sound completely insane, it is.
What the? I didn't know there was lore like this in Tom and Jerry, bro. What the fuck? There's little to suggest that the Tom and Jerry and MGM multiverse contains an infinite cosmos within it. However, the Tree of Life must at least encompass the heavenly abyss and earth realms as darkness threaten all Chase's worlds.
Chase is a Chinese mobile gacha game whose lore is not entirely in keeping with the spirit of the source material.
What?
However, it is officially licensed by Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment, which means we have to include it in our research.
So that the gods may grant us mere mortals some heavenly push.
No!
Friendly rivalry aside, though, Tom has actually managed to catch the little rat fair and square a few times.
By my count of the original shorts, 19 times.
I could watch him on repeat forever. Too bad he's still a filthy feline. The only kitty I truly respect is named after booze.
Well then, you're in luck, because the Tom and Jerry of English literature later became the namesake for a famous Christmas cocktail.
Because there's no better way to get absolutely trashed than with good old Tom and Jerry.
Well,
Guess what? Death Battle has merch now.
That's so cool.
That's no night of already.
That's we're set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
I can only imagine how this is gonna go. Yo. This is about to be stupid as hell. This is about to be stupid as hell. I see my Yo. What the fuck?
Come on, you apes! You wanna live forever!
GG. GG. Oma. Bruh. 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 What the fuck? Bro, I'm sorry. How does he keep falling for that every single time? I don't get it. Yo, how does Wile keep falling for that every single time, bro? That don't make no sense, bro. This shit is so stupid. What the fuck?
Wile E. Coyote, super genius.
Okay then.
Oh, thank
Okay then. I mean, realistically speaking, it should have been a stalemate. Realistically speaking, it should have been a stalemate. But I do understand that though. I mean, yeah. I mean, Wile has an infinite amount of lives, and Tom only has 9 lives. So that's understandable, I guess. Even though he could go back to hell and just bring himself back, but whatever. I think it's a stalemate regardless.
Thank God one of them actually died this time. I mean, no! Animal cruelty, no!
Considering coyotes eat cats, I'm not surprised.
While both Cat and Coyote were
what I'm saying.
incredibly powerful, they weren't literal gods who could snap their problems away. They had limitations and weaknesses that could be exploited, especially by each other. Let's first talk their stats.
Both were strong enough to contend with universe-threatening phenomena, but
While the Tree of Life encompasses at least 3 finite universes, the animator's universe transcends Looney Tunes as a whole, which encompasses an infinite universe, the serververse, and millions of timelines.
comparing Wile to Plucky Duck, Looney Tunes can not only destroy their own universe, but their animators as well.
And while Tom could move faster than light, Wile could keep up with the Roadrunner, who could outspeed a car fast enough to travel through time. That's immeasurably fast, and much faster than Tom. Wile gets the edge in stats.
Wile's arsenal was a bit better too, believe it or not, even eliminating the devices that have been shown to malfunction.
Arsenal comparison. Let's see. Enter or exit medium transmutation, duplication, stats, stat amp, size alteration, teleportation, invisibility, elemental manipulation, wish granting, reality warping, advantage talk cap, trader curse, ensured acme gear would fail, smart cap, increased intelligence and odds of winning, advantage for Wile, better regeneration, full erasure, better than ashes, magnetism countered Tom's tech, clean the smart cap, more varied time manipulation, conceal souls countering Tom's 9 lives, various forms of mind control. Okay. All right.
He still countered
All
everything
right,
Tom
makes
had.
sense.
The biggest being the Looney DNA Dissolver, which could render Tom's cartoony healing factor moot and end the fight.
While Tom has never been shown to have Looney DNA specifically, the concept clearly has nothing to do with actual DNA molecules.
Looney Tunes have been erased completely and still returned, so it's clearly something more fundamental to their essence.
And since the Dissolver works on any tunes, not just the Looney ones, it should apply to Tom. But considering how much of a screw-up Wile is, it wasn't a sure bet. Hell, it could have backfired, especially considering how much more competent Tom is.
When it came to intelligence, Wile's engineering and scheming genius were often defeated by his own ego and stubbornness. Tom, on the other hand, was consistently more flexible, pragmatic, and victorious in his fights. He definitely gets the edge there.
Oh, and Tom has one other big advantage. He doesn't have God nerfing him.
And that's the big question. Was Tom capable enough to benefit from Wile's narrative-enforced bad luck and see the DNA Dissolver backfire against him?
That bad luck is a core part of Wile's character as a cartoon. So let's call it his, toonliness.
To find the answer, we dug deep through the bowels of Looney Tunes lore and ended up in an unexpected place: Space Jam.
Where Wile yet again fails against the Roadrunner, but against the villains of the movie, the Monstars, he actually scores.
And scores again in the sequel, more than anyone else. But according to Chuck Jones's rules, that shouldn't happen, right?
Throughout his entire history, Wile's cosmically ordained failures only occur when he's specifically chasing the Roadrunner or other toons.
Wait, hold on. Acme also plays a central role in Wile's failures, potentially even having a hand in all of them. In Cartoon Network's Acme Hour TV spot, he immediately caught the Roadrunner by simply using generic brand equipment. Of fucking course.
The plot bends around like bugs because that's what Chuck Jones's rules were written for: Coyote and Roadrunner cartoons.
And even then, looking closely, they've been broken a few times throughout the decades, even during Chuck Jones's tenure.
Without the universe nerfing him, there's no reason to think Wile couldn't eventually land a hit with the Looney DNA Dissolver.
Especially when the only reason it failed was because of the Roadrunner's intervention, a direct violation of Chuck Jones's limitations on the Coyote.
Outside the DNA Dissolver, Wile could put Tom down permanently via sealing his soul, freezing him in time forever, or hypnotizing him into killing himself. All things Wile can and has done before. In contrast, Tom's only win condition is turning the DNA Dissolver against Wile.
And especially when it's the only thing that either one
That's
had
tough.
that could kill the other.
Despite lacking Wile's narrative impediments, and despite having a better track record overall, Tom ultimately had no surefire way to kill Wile, whereas Wile's superior strength, speed, and looting arsenal ensured his victory.
Wile gave one hell of a chase and left Tom Jones in for a rematch.
The winner is Wile Coyote.
Next time on Death Battle.
GG.
Subscribe and join us.
Spider-Man versus Deku. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is gonna be a lot of controversy behind this one. I already know it. Lots of controversy. Spider-Man holds back though. This is Miles Morales we're talking about though. Yeah, this is Miles Morales, not Peter. But then again, who knows? I mean, they're probably a lot. You know how these comic books work, bro. Probably some very overpowered, broken version of Miles Morales that's out there. They're probably going to use, and that's how he's gonna win. As far as Deku goes, may end up being spoilers because obviously the manga's finished, so there's that. But I'm pretty sure when I do react to it, at least someone here will know what parts to skip. So.